rolling now, guys. It's just like crazy. This episode about to be real juicy. We haven't even started yet. Well, hold up. What is up, my beautiful people? Today's another episode. It's your boy Rodney, and I got my main man.
Rico, what is up,
And
everybody?
this is the second installment of the Rod&Reek Show. And thank you and welcome back. And today's gonna be a good episode. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. And today we have a guest. Her name's Kayla.
Hey
She's
guys.
a music junkie. She would like to say. And introduce yourself, Kayla. Who are you?
Hey guys. My name's Kayla, and yeah, I guess I'm a music junkie. I enjoy music, so that's why these guys invited me to be on the episode today.
So today we're gonna get down and we're gonna talk about the Grammys. We're gonna have to get real sophisticated and get real
Oh
smart.
my God.
I want you guys to know
Always.
we are going to be talking about all the music, all the snubs, all of everybody that was cheated, if it's rigged, what's not, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. So we look to start with the best album, or
Yeah, I guess we could start with that.
So we starting with the best album from the nominations,
yep,
or
best
we doing our best personal albums?
the best nominations, guys. So what?
Of the year, we have Chilombo by Janae Aiko, Black Pumas Deluxe. Did I say it right? I didn't say it right.
Good enough.
Black Pumas Deluxe Edition by Black Pumas. That's quite original right there. Everyday Life by Coldplay. The Jesse Volume 3 by Jacob Collier. Woman in Music Part 3 by HAIM.
Aim.
Future. I thought it was all caps, so I figured it was one of those
Oh,
things.
you're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
acronym.
Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa. And Hollywood's Bleeding by Post Malone. And then Folklore by Taylor Swift. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 albums nominated this year. So we'll start with the guest. Which one was your favorite? Which one was your favorite, and which one do you think will win?
Okay, so looking through here, I wasn't too familiar with Black Pumas and Jacob Collier as well as Haim or HAIM. Sorry. So I had to check those out before doing this and see what they were all about. And I gotta say, I did really enjoy Jacob Collier. His music is it's different, but like it's pretty neat. It's pretty unique, and it's got a cool sound. And then Black Pumas, I really liked their album that they put out. Reminds me of, I don't know if you guys know who Tracy Chapman is. Her music is kind of like, I would say it's like a twist, like a mix of like rock and roll and like R&B. So it's pretty unique, and I really like that one as well. But with the other albums, I've heard a lot of those albums, and I would say the ones that I have listened to personally would be Hollywood's Bleeding by Post Malone, as well as Chilombo by Janae Aiko. They're both a little different. Post Malone, is like hip hop, rap. Janae Aiko, she's more of like I would say a mix of like R&B and hip hop. But I really, really like Post Malone, so I had to give him a listen. So I really enjoyed his album.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about
How do you really
Taylor
like
Swift?
Post Malone?
What do you think about Taylor Swift? She's a very controversial character. Some people think she's
All right.
trash. Some people think she's great. What are your feelings on Taylor Swift
Well,
folklore?
okay, so I am a T Swizzle fan. Like, I really enjoy Taylor Swift, but folklore, I gotta say I was a bit disappointed. I just don't think it's like my style of music that I enjoy listening to. I don't know. It was a different sound for Taylor, and she I just didn't like it. Like I know there were a lot of people who really enjoyed this album. To her, it was pretty raw and like uncut sounding. And I do believe this was her first album that she put out right outside of her when she got away from the label. Like she's completely independent now. But
She raking in that
yeah,
bread.
yeah. But I just don't. It wasn't my cup of tea. I wasn't really a fan of the Folklore album, honestly.
I heard one song from it, and I was like, so she's free from her album, and she releases this. She was free from her uh label, and she releases this garbage. I heard one song, and I was like, I know my opinion on the entire album. I don't want to ever hear a Taylor Swift song ever again after she released this nonsense, this malarkey of a tape.
I didn't listen. I listened to the one that was up for either Song of the Year or Record of the Year, and I didn't like it, so I just decided not to listen to the rest.
Yeah, the Cardigan. I listened to that. I went through the whole album and listening to Cardigan. Honestly, a little surprised that that one was number one, but again, like I said, like I said, I wanted to impress with this album, like this being her, like her own, like she's independent and making her own music. I don't know, just not really impressed. Didn't really like it that much.
So my album of the year from the list was, I did like Chalombo. I did that was my favorite. I think she had some really good features on there and a nice voice, and she's beautiful also. You know, gotta add that part in there.
Oh, that's funny. You funny, Rico. My personal favorite is between Hollywood is Bleeding, Coldplay's what is it called? Everyday Life, and then the Jesse Volume 3. Jacob Collier, we heard this one song, I don't remember what it was called. You know this, right, Kayla?
It's All I Need.
All I Need, and I was like, yo, this one kind of
yeah.
My boy
really
Ty
good.
Dolla $ign was on there, Mahalia, and he was all singing. He got his deep voice. He was like, you know how the deep voice people be. And I was like, okay, Jacob Collier.
Let me hear the deep voice people. Let me hear how the deep voice people be, Rod.
Let's hear it.
Lock them doors and turn them lights down low. I'm going to play the music nice and slow. But he didn't sound like that, but he had that deep voice, and I was like, okay. And then me and Kayla, we both listened to Jacob Collier, like the first few tracks, and I was like, this is not what I heard from that song. It was real different. It was all over the place, all this production and these dink dinks and these donk donks, all these different noises. And I was like, wow, that's not what I expected. But it was very different. I say it was a good album. I didn't finish it, but for the most part, it was good. It wasn't nothing bad. I like Everyday Life by Coldplay. My favorite song on there is Everyday Life because Coldplay, that's my favorite band. And then Hollywood is Bleeding, I'd say that's my favorite one out of the ones on the album of the year, because I like Post Malone. And Circles, that's my song. Circles is my song. Enemies is my song. Hollywood is Bleeding, the one with Ozzy Osbourne. I like a lot of those songs. Saint Tropez, that's my song too.
Wow. And can we just talk about with Hollywood is Bleeding, like the top 3 songs that are streamed on that album, at least according to Spotify's numbers, they all have over 1 billion streams. Like,
and I can guarantee you not one of those streams was from me. Post Malone will never be on any of my playlists. I don't know what it is.
You need to give him a chance. Like
I gave him a chance when we listened to Circles, and Circles was terrible.
What?
Like
wow.
I did not like Circles. It's not what I expected, and it disappointed me highly.
Highly disappointed you.
Personal. Highly disappointed me. It didn't disappoint me as much as the Michigan football team did today, but it did disappoint me highly.
When I was going over this stuff, I was going over the numbers and looking at Dua Lipa and looking at the numbers for each of the artists on Spotify. Dua Lipa is doing numbers. That I didn't know she was that big.
Yeah. She's killing it.
She had like a few songs. She had like 2 or 3 songs with 1 billion streams. I was like, 1 billion? You just out here doing 1 billion, yeah. Dua Lipa? 1 billion.
Yeah, I definitely want to. I feel like you can credit like her music. Yes, her music is like good and like poppy and like people who are really into pop really like her. But like, I feel like you could definitely credit some of her success to like, at least with this new album, is TikTok. Like TikTok,
Yeah.
with all the TikTok songs and stuff, I definitely think like she could credit a good portion of her success to like with this album to TikTok and like people using those like doing the dance
the
stuff.
full 180 song.
Yeah, yeah, that's Don't Start Now.
Don't start now. Yeah,
I
I
That's
like.
think,
got
I
over
mean,
a billion people.
my favorite, like, but besides Janae Aiko, how you say it? Okay.
Aiko.
Yeah, that. Before, like, besides that one, I'd have to say Black Pumas Deluxe.
Yeah.
That was my favorite, and it's got. I mean, on the list, it has the least numbers. Like,
Yeah, it
the top
does.
song has 32 million compared to billions from Post Malone. So it's like nobody's really listened to it, but I do suggest it if you like soul R&B type music.
Yeah, it's very musical. I noticed that when I was listening to some of the songs. I liked it too. I just listened to. I feel like I gravitated more towards the Post Malone because it was like fun. I guess that you could say that.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Just because Black Pumas, that whole album is like just like what Rico said. It's really soulful. Like I feel like soul, like you have to be in the mood for soulful. Whereas like fun, it's always lit when you listen to fun music. Not saying that Black Pumas music isn't good, but
it's a you slap your thigh. You're like
yeah.
you're not having fun with
I've
that.
never slapped my thigh listening to music.
Man, you're not musical like us.
It's something that your pops plays in the car just out of nowhere. Like it just comes on the radio, comes on his iPod that's plugged up to the car. Like nobody's gonna play it on purpose. It just kind of plays, and you're not gonna skip it though. You're not gonna skip it.
It's no disrespect to them though. Yeah,
it's not bad, but you're like, oh, I'm probably not gonna choose this, but if it comes on, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah,
I feel like it's kind of timeless though. Like it's like that. Their music kind of reminds me of stuff like old school, like R&B and like soul, and, like blues type music. So I feel like their stuff, like it's like you could put like this whole album of Black Pumas like back in the day, and yeah. What's so funny?
I gotta get down to the nitty gritty. I have to get down to the nitty gritty. But
if you notice, he keeps adjusting them. It's because they're broken.
Yeah, they kind of lopsided. But I'm not cutting this out. Y'all need to see this.
All right. But let's. So if you had to choose an album for your personal favorite of the year, it doesn't have to be one on the nominations list. What would you pick? Let's start with the guest, Miss Kayla. What would you pick?
Wait, okay. So I have a few. I really, I guess like this past year and a half, like whatever time in 2019, whenever I guess we could start it until like now with the I guess with the Grammy cutoff. I would say I've been listening, like really getting into like female artists, a lot of female artists. So I don't know. It's kind of like a tie between like 4 different albums. One is Megan Thee Stallion's her mixtape that dropped last year, Fever. Wow, really? and then I've got Chloe and Halle's Ungodly Hour, Chica's Industry Game, and then Victoria Monet's Jaguar. Those are my 4 that I've been like playing on repeat. So, I mean, Rico, what do you gotta say? You're out here like flipping out. You making faces.
I mean, I don't know if I agree with Megan Thee Stallion. Like,
wow.
I don't know about that one.
You think she's bad, or you just don't like the stuff that she says? Because you can't tell me that's trash.
I don't think she's a top. I wouldn't put her as album of the year. Her album was fine, but it wasn't like album of the year. But I would put Chica. Chica's album was fire. She finds a way to express herself and talk about how she's the best. She don't care what she look like. She knows she a dog. She said she don't care that she don't got the hourglass figure because eventually she gonna have the six figures. See, she just speak facts, and the album is short. It was like 7 songs,
Yeah,
20 minutes. I love that.
yeah.
So
Oh, I
that's
have to give it a full
I like that
listen.
one.
I gotta give it a
It's
full
it's
listen
it's good. It's a really good album.
because I noticed
That's
it.
like
I know she has talent and everything. I see it. I watched her XXL. She carried her sorry cipher. Her team was booty.
Bro, her team sucks.
She's carried them. She carried them bums in the cipher, and I was like, okay, Chicka.
Yeah.
I hear a few songs that people play for me. I'm like, okay, Chicka. I'm just like, I don't really listen to her. I respect her talent though and everything. I just haven't listened to her yet, but I might have to give her a listen now. But
yeah,
my
it's something you can download and listen to like while you're in the bathroom. Like that's how quick the song is.
Yeah. It's
that's
quick.
nice. But my personal favorite album of the year, I had a list of five. I had Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial by Roddy Rich, Take Time by Giveon, Changes by my boy The Beebs, Hot Pink by Doja Cat, and Fever by Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, you got Fever on there too, huh?
Money Good is my song. Money Good is my song, and so is Cash Stuff with my boy The Baby, and then uh man, she went crazy on Fever, but I think I have my favorite album. I just been bumping it. It's 8 songs, it's like 25, 30 minutes. Give you on, take time. I just know it's just perfect. Everything is perfect. You go down, you got the intro, you going down the songs, and you have the interludes, and they all line up perfectly. And he's like talking his trash with his deep voice, getting in there. I just know it's just great. But Give Me On, Take Time was my favorite album of the year. And if I had the choice of picking album of the year, Give You On would win.
I don't think I actually said what my favorite album was. I said like my top like four, but I would say my favorite was Ungodly Hour by Chloe and Halle.
What about that duo remix? What you think about that?
Okay, honestly thought it was trash. When I first heard it, I was like, bro, it sounded like you had like 85 people were talking at the beginning of the song, and you hear that period from the City Girls, and I was like, oh my god, this is about to be trash. But
It was
it
trash.
it grew on me. The song has grown on me. I like it. That thing's on repeat now.
Do both of you guys agree with this? JT carry City Girls.
I would say their rapping style is different.
Rico, what you think? JT carries the City Girls.
So Rico doesn't like the City Girls.
You like Act Up.
I mean, act up. You can get act up. Nah. But honestly, I don't listen to them enough to say who carries who. So I can't really give an opinion on that one. But I can give an opinion on my albums of the year.
What are your albums
So
of the
I
year?
had three. I had you might not know this one, but Derez Deshawn, Pain 3. I thought that was pretty good. Especially it had to be good because they don't release an album but every 15
40
years.
years,
Like.
yeah. Something like that.
And then I also had Moneybag Yo.
Yeah.
Underrated. He's underrated.
Okay.
Time Served Deluxe.
Okay.
I like that one. And then, I had to include my boy in there.
Who?
Top by Young Boy Never Broke Again.
Oh,
Fire
okay.
album.
I think you about to talk about Raw Wave.
Oh no, that was a good album, but it was a good album, but it's kind of like you listen to it twice and you don't really want to listen to any of the songs again.
So what's your favorite album? Your personal best album of the year?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just named three.
Like, of those three,
Yeah.
if I had to choose one, I'd have to say Moneybag Yo's Time Served. That he had the features were diverse. There was a lot of people nobody had heard of, but they were coming in there spitting bars. Like he had any from $1 million features to like somebody you could find sitting outside of Walgreens handing you their mixtape. Like that's how diverse it was. But it was fire. Like
That's
1,
cool.
2, 3 with Black Youngster. That's fire.
that was
It's
going
like,
crazy.
He threw out the entire thing. So I'm gonna have to give it to Moneybag Yo on that one. A lot of people don't listen to him as much as they should be.
I listened
but
to it.
that's
I agree. That's true. Yeah.
I listened to it, and I
but
was just like,
he's underrated.
yeah, he definitely is. Like every single song on the album was the beat was on point. Like there was every single beat was fire. I was like, it's like, go speak money bag, go.
And like, and we won't even talk about how it was like a 45 song album. Like, let me see. I think it was 22 songs. Like that's a lot for an album.
Yeah,
22
today.
songs an hour long.
That is a lot. Yeah.
So and he hit on. I'd give it 97%. There was one song I didn't think was heat, but it was still good. So that's why I had to give it to. Next we got Song of the Year. Song of the Year. You want me to go through the nominations for that one?
Yes, that would be very lovely.
All right. Lovely. I don't like that word. Don't use that word. It's weird. Not your grandson.
We keep it insane. Not cutting it. We're getting wild this episode.
All right. We got Black Parade by Beyonce, The Box by Roddy.Ricch, Cardigan by Taylor Swift, Circles by Post Malone, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, sorry. I Can't Breathe by Her. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be her, but because it's got the little periods again.
Right. Yeah.
Throwing me off. And then If the World Was Ending, JP Saxe featuring Julia Michaels.
Who is that?
No idea.
I'm getting very disrespectful. Who is that? JP Saxe featuring Michael? Who is Michael? Who's JP Saxe?
It's Julia Michaels featuring Julia Michaels.
It sounds like a wrestler. That sounds like a wrestler. He's in the WWE. Like
That's Shawn Michaels. That's Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is
no, that
Hall of Fame WWE.
That sweet chin music put you to sleep.
I think it's like a song you might have if the world was ending. I think that's like a song that you might have heard in like a commercial or something. Like,
I'm trying to find it.
Honestly, I don't know. I think I've heard it once or twice.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I found it.
Copyright claim.
Oh nah.
We go copyright claim.
Nah.
We can't play it.
Just add it.
Well, Robbie, you can edit it out.
I'll get it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, I don't like it.
We have to do a lot this week. We have to do a lot of editing.
Bro, we listened to this one.
Yeah, that's what we listened to. And it sounded familiar, right? Yeah.
Cardigan was butt too.
Honestly though, I'm gonna say I don't know how the last two in the top one got on this list.
I did like Billie Eilish though. That's not top. That's not bottom two, but
yeah,
Billie Eilish song was pretty fire.
So
his good voice.
Hold up.
The lyrics are questionable.
I'm looking at the nominations. Are you telling me Rockstar's not on here?
Rockstar's on Record of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Record of the Year.
But it's a sweep. If the box doesn't win, this is rigged.
Excuse me.
And I don't understand how
would win because everybody and their mom knew the box.
Guys, I'm honestly gonna say like y'all, this is not a People's Choice Award. Like this is the Grammys. It's totally different. But like the box, it could possibly not win.
What
are the qualifications to be a judge? Because these Grammy Academy people be tripping, bro. I'm telling you, they be tripping.
I don't know. When I was doing the research for the Grammys and like the whole voting process, it was ridiculous. Just like reading certain things that they were saying, I was like, okay, so how do they decide like who's an expert and like who is eligible to be a voter? Can I be a voter? Am I eligible to be a voter?
Wait, I got.
Moving on, guys. We're gonna start with the record of the year, and the record of the year nominations are.
Let me read it. Or you got it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. I don't got it.
You ain't never prepared. All right, Black Parade by Beyonce, Colors by Black Pumas, Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy.Ricch, Say So by Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Circles by Post Malone, and Savage by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce.
Yo,
I'm a savage. Classy, boozy, ratchet.
Hold
Accent, stupid. What's happening?
So hold on. So Black Parade got Song of the Year and
Okay.
Record of the Year.
And Record of the Year.
Yes,
Bro, who
that
listens
is-
to the Black Parade?
I need to speak on this. I am a Beyonce fan. I don't think I would consider myself a Beehive because the Beehive be doing some crazy mess, y'all.
Wait, Rodney, let me see.
They really be doing some crazy mess.
Wait, are you sure you're not one? Let me see the shirt, Rod. Let me see the shirt.
Hold on, let me see this. Let me show you this shirt. You know, a little song, got my baby Beyonce. Oh my God,
PG,
Nicki Minaj.
PG. We gotta blur that out. We gotta blur that out.
It's old, it's washed, but you know, I gotta let them know. You know, I already know how we rocking. Wants to see Beyonce. Hold on, should I pull the video up? No, I'm not gonna pull the video. You're not ready for that one. But how did she get Black
All right,
Parade
so what y'all?
on both of those?
I don't know. Was it good? Was it a good song?
That was a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song, but I'm gonna say like
The commercial
there
success.
could be other songs that could be in that place. Like I would even say the same thing about Colors for Black Pumas. It's a good song, like really good song. However, I can't say that was the song of the year, like or the record of the year, like because it's not.
Yeah, Rockstar was heat. Say So. Why would you say so?
Why don't you say why don't you say so? Okay, but
All right. And then what about Don't Start Now? I feel like I heard that in like a Sprint commercial or like a
it's on a
T-Mobile commercial.
it's on a Sprint.
Everywhere.
It's on a Sprint commercial. It's on like one of the commercials, whatever. It's Sprint, T-Mobile, same thing. Okay, you would know, but it's on TikTok. So TikTok made Rockstar famous. TikTok made Say So famous. TikTok made, let's look at the other song, Savage famous.
Savage.
TikTok made.
I'm a savage.
That's it.
Okay, I was looking.
The rest of them is Rockstar, Say So, Savage. The rest of them aren't TikTok songs.
Yet again, I'm gonna say if Rockstar doesn't win, it's rigged.
But what about Circles? Circles got over 1 billion plays.
Circles is not gonna win.
Circles ain't gonna win.
There's no way Circles can win. What was the last time you heard Circles?
I don't listen to Post Malone. He's trash. He's trash.
Oh,
He's
but
garbage.
I mean, but it's like if you're on the radio.
He looks homeless.
Wake up, my man.
Begging for money.
But guess what? He
Bro,
got a billion
he's
streams.
trash.
And what you got?
I don't know, but he had a music video. He had a night costume on. Like for what? For what?
Yeah.
Like there's no purpose.
But who do y'all think should win Record of the Year out of these ones?
Rockstar or The Box. Wait, The Box not in it. Is
A
it?
Box is on Song of the Year.
I'm gonna say Rockstar or Savage.
Rockstar is Savage, yeah.
Yeah.
Rockstar, I think, would be more deserving of it than Savage. So.
Because I hear Rockstar like 86 times a day if you're listening to the radio here in Florida.
That song gets on my nerves.
Okay.
Like the amount of times that we heard that song, like in one day on the radio.
But every time I hear it, I just want to go, Benny Lamborghini cop car. Like, I just want to do the thing.
But people hear Rockstar. People heard it like from it being a song. People heard Savage from TikTok. Nope, like Rockstar wasn't from a TikTok.
I would say for both is the same thing though. Like,
but did you hear what's more famous, Savage on TikTok or Rockstar? Because I feel like more people know Savage.
I would say Savage on TikTok. But I can't tell you what Roddy Ricch's part is in Rockstar. I could tell you what Megan Thee Stallion's part is and Beyonce's part is because I heard the whole song.
I can tell you Roddy Ricch's part.
Well, personally, I will say Savage popped solely because of TikTok. Because everybody, all the girls out there doing the, you know what I'm talking about, the Savage. But I heard Rockstar because I listened to the baby's album. I was like, okay. Like, this one kind of heat.
Wait.
As time went on, I kept hearing it more and more. Every time I was on Instagram, I was like, Benny Lamborghini, cop car.
Nah, I've never listened to the baby album actually.
But I really like Mario Judah's version. Mario Judah, his version.
Gosh, Mario.
Oh my gosh, I found you.
Yes, yeah.
Oh
Mario Judah's version of Rockstar is phenomenal. Chef's kiss.
That's gotta be racist. He said that's gotta be racist.
But we all agree Rockstar or Savage, right? But mainly Rockstar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to which one you guys want to do now.
Best new artist.
Best new artist. Yeah,
All right. So
you got
best
it.
new artist. I haven't heard of like 50% or more of these people.
More than 50%.
I mean, I think they got a new artist right, but best, like, I don't know. I don't even know what the criteria for this is.
The category recognizes an artist whose eligibility year releases achieved or breakthrough into public consciousness and notably impacted the musical landscape. I don't think that's the
No.
word. I think the consciousness.
All right, so it's Ingrid, Andress, Phoebe Bridgers, Chica, Noah Cyrus, D Smoke.
Phoebe Bridgers. Phoebe.
Wait, what is it?
It's Phoebe.
Bro,
It's
H
Phoebe.
makes F. Phoebe, then it'll be. It will have. All right. Action. What was I at?
Use it, Chica, I think.
What was that?
Chica, yeah.
All right.
Chica, whatever.
Chica, Noah Cyrus, D Smoke, Doja Cat, K Tronada, and Megan Thee Stallion. She got 2 E's, so I had to extend it.
What do you think, Kayla? Who do you think is the best new artist? Or do you think anybody?
Personally, the best, I feel like I'm quite biased. I would say the best is Chica, however you say her name. I would say she's the best. Now, the one who's probably going to win is either Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion. Like one of those. The rest of them, not. There's no way. There's no way that anyone other than Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion is going to win.
What I have to say is,
Yeah,
who
I
is
think
listening?
Megan Thee Stallion's gonna win.
Who is listening to D Smoke? Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Who's Phoebe Bridges?
I don't know, but D
Who's
Smoke
Andress?
is garbage, bro. I couldn't even finish one of his songs.
Who's Noah Cyrus? I don't know who that is.
That's Miley Cyrus'
Miley
sister.
Cyrus's little sister. She's really talented. No, she's really talented.
She can sing. She
Did
alright.
Yeah.
Did she get butt naked and swing on a wrecking ball too? Like,
Wow.
It runs in the family, I
But
guess.
you cannot tell me Wrecking Ball wasn't a fire song.
I
That's all
can't like a.
Straight heat.
Nah, everybody watched it because she was butt naked. That's the only
But
reason
the
people
song
watched
was
it.
lit without the music video. That was a good song.
Don't you can't tell me 23 wasn't fire. When it was her and Mike Will, she was like,
I'm
J's on my
in the
feet.
club.
J's on my
J's
feet.
on my feet.
So get
J's
like
on
me.
my feet.
That was my
Uh.
song. But looking at this, Roddy Ricch was snubbed once again.
Yeah,
He's the best
I
new
mean, how you
artist.
gonna say once?
for sure. For sure.
mean,
how do you have a billion streams and you're a new artist and you're not one of the?
All four of these categories,
best
he is
new artist.
snubbed.
But
Yeah,
how-
I agree.
How you gonna put him in best new artist for 2 years in a row? Then he's not new no more. Like
Oh, he was in best new artist last year.
no, but people wanted him in there last year. So like you
Doja
can't
Cat's been
keep
in last
asking
year.
him to be on there. Who?
Doja Cat. But I guess you could say the same with that. With like Rico Nasty should have been on XXL freshman in 2015, and then she got it 2019.
Last year. Yeah, it was last year. So
Like
got
she
it.
should have been on in
And
2015.
it was trash. And
Yeah.
it was trash.
Like it's past her time. If she was on 2015, she might have catapulted even more. But
I mean, I think Megan Thee Stallion's gonna win in general, but I do like Chica, as she said.
yeah, Chica's nice.
I like Industry Games was fire.
Definitely.
I think
Yeah,
Doja
but that's
Cat's
what I
gonna
got
win.
for that one.
I think Doja Cat's gonna win because she's like pop successful. Even though
Nah,
Doja Cat's
she weird.
she
People
my-
try to cancel her.
Cat my favorite artist off of here personally, but I don't her album Hot Pink was good, but it's not what she used to be. Since the label is pushing her to this pop, they wanted to be this pop star when she was not this pop star. Her old music, she did not care. She was just throwing out anything. She was rapping more than she was doing.
Because that's what she is. What does she consider herself as? Like, what does Doja Cat call herself? Is she
I don't
just
know.
like an
Racist.
artist, musician, and artist,
I don't
Racist.
know.
not like a rapper? What did you say?
I said she considers herself a great artist. All right. Do you know who K Tronada is? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Kaytranada,
He's fire.
I have a couple of his songs.
Let me show you you might have seen
What,
the
it's a
album
dude?
cover before. Yeah.
That's a guy. Oh,
I-
I'm over here thinking it was a girl.
You might have seen the album cover before.
Nah.
Oh, because I didn't know if it was a dude or
Another one.
Huh?
There's another one that he has. Like the music that I've listened to from him.
Yeah, I've heard a few songs by him. I just didn't know who Kaytranada was. I was like, who's Kaytranada? I think Kaytranada is a producer, honestly. I think Kaytranada is a producer. I never heard
Yeah, or
the
you might have
person's
seen
voice.
this.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's Kaytranada.
All right, so we've been talking throughout the categories about how the bad judging. Well, Miss Kayla, can you explain to us
I think we should do
what's wrong with the Grammys? Huh?
I think we should do best rap album.
We already did that.
Oh, you want to?
We did.
Just rap?
Best rap album.
Rap. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll cut that out. Cut that out.
Oh, okay, let me pause real quick. So guys, moving on. Let's talk about the best rap album. It says for albums containing at least 51% playing time of new rap recordings. And the people nominated for this is D Smoke with Black Habits, Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist with Alfredo, A Written Testimony by Jay Electronica, King's Disease by Nas, and The Allegory by Royce da 5'9".
That's all I gotta say here.
You said rigged?
This is rigged. Who are these people? What are these albums? How did they make it? This is rigged.
This is rigged? Who do you think should be
like?
Oh, what do you think, Rico? What you think?
I mean, to be honest, looking at these albums, the best one I listened to was Black Habits by D Smoke. That's because that's the only one I listened to. I just listened to it like 30 seconds ago. But I'm not listening to a dude with his height in his name. Nas, I don't really like his flow. You either really mess with him or you kind of don't at all.
But here's the thing, Rico.
Jay Electronica. What?
It's 2020. If you're listening to Nas, you're 46 and above.
Yeah, he does appeal to the older generation. Like
even though he's not even that old, he's just caters to all the old heads who be like, I need that lyrical spiritual. All that new stuff is trash. All the people, you know, them old heads, he be like, bro, check out my Timberlands. Old people, you know what I'm talking about.
But who really wants to listen to an album called Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist?
Who is the Alchemist?
Who is D Smoke? All this respect coming back on him. Who is D Smoke?
Who are these people? I know Nas and Jay Electronica. That's it.
Well, I
don't know who these people.
I listened to the song by Jay Electronica. It was Jay Electronica and Jay-Z. I was like, because I like Jay-Z. I was like, okay, this is cool. Never listen to any. Never listen to the song again.
Music. He's like 50.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, he dropped an album 444. It was what, 2 years ago?
2017. 3 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. I figured he like medically retired after that.
Medically retired.
Just because of all the other rappers that get old start to suck, like 50 Cent, for example. Like 50 Cent now is garbage. The best thing he did
50 Cent did.
What?
I will give you 50 Cent finished that Pop Smoke album.
That's what I said. The best thing he did in 15 years.
And it was fire.
The best thing he did in 15 years.
I mean, if you break it down, half of the songs you can find from an album that he already wrote.
She gonna mess with.
But that's besides the point. Like how you gonna have a song called "Many Men" and it sounds exactly like "Many Men" from what he released 15 years ago? Like, come on. But he did a good job besides that.
They're not even on here. I feel best rap album. Throw Pop Smoke on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Throw Roddy Ricch on there. Shoot, even throw the baby on there, even though all his stuff sounds the same.
I was thinking throwing him on there too, yes.
And then other rappers. Oh, the smartest. T Grizzly. You already know how I feel about T Grizzly. If you know, you know. But I don't who is D Smoke? Like, I just have a problem with that. Who is that? I know
it's weird. It's weird because he's in the same thing for what is it, Best New Artist, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So, yeah.
So if they're picking these
You
randoms,
notice we didn't talk about him.
you're just picking these random.
For real.
See, we didn't even talk about Royce the 5'9". Who was that? Randoms.
5'9".
Who are these randoms?
But let's talk about the best. Let's talk about the best country solo performance.
Kenny Chesney?
Kenny Chesney, he better win all the awards. Anything
I
he's
saw his
dominating.
numbers. I was like 700 million. I was like, yo, Kenny Chesney go crazy.
But so I think that's about it for the country section.
yeah, we can bring that back. We can go back to the rap.
But if they're
Give it
picking these
back.
people for the best rap album, who are the criteria for being a judge, Kayla? You know the most, right? Since you're the music junkie.
So I did some research on the Grammys and everything. And you know what? Let me pull out my little paperwork, little cheat sheet that I have over here. You had to cut that out. I cut on the paper. Why are you adjusting the glasses, Rodney? How did you take my paper?
Hey, Brian,
Take your paper.
you know what I got to do? You know what I got to do? I got to extend this on a little bit. It's not covering my head.
Should I be cutting this out? Yeah, I'll cut this out. Let me stop
'Cause
recording.
I moved the camera and everything.
All right, guys. So let's talk about the criteria for being a Grammy person. One of the judges. Kayla, you know the most about that, right?
So I did some research on the whole voting process for the Grammys, and it's like a 7-step process, basically. And so they like start off, you submit your music, and then they have like the first step is like screening, and so I believe it's like 350 experts. Yeah, they have the screening step, which is like that's like the first thing after the
Screaming?
Screening.
Oh, okay.
Like screen, like
I thought you were talking about they'd be like, ah.
No. Screening. They have this like screening session where they have it's like over 350 experts. They call them experts, musical experts, in the various fields of music and genres. And so they sit there and they sort out the songs. Everything that's been submitted, they sort them out and put them in each genre that they believe is supposed to be in. So once they finish the whole like screening process, they go on to nominating. And so with the nominating, yes, they have like first round ballots that are sent in. And so those ballots are sent to voting members who are in good due standing. So when I read that, I was like, what does that mean? It makes it seem like it's some sort of elite group. Like a due standing, when I hear like you're in good due standing, it sounds like your money has been paid to the group. You're like good to go.
Like when you graduate?
Right. Like, you have like senior dues or
Pay off
thinking
your
of
lunch
like
account.
thinking of like Greek life in order, like you got to pay your dues in order to participate and like live in the house and whatnot. It like, that's what it makes me think of like bro, like why does it sound like this? It's this like elite group of people and you have to pay. Like if you're in good due standing, then you can vote. So then after they do that, during this voting process, they the members that are doing the voting, they're also put into their genres, their areas of expertise, so they can only vote in their areas of expertise. However, they can vote up to 15 categories. So like you can have your expertise can be in 15 different categories and 15 different genres.
How can you be an expert in 15 categories? Is there even 15 categories? I can say like 3 or 4 at the most, because like 3 or 4 correlate. Like, how can you be 15? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
Like what they call somebody that can do everything? A pocket knife? That's what they call them?
A Swiss Army knife.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Swiss Army knife. But 15,
like a Swiss Army knife judge.
15 things that they're experts in, like that doesn't make sense.
And that doesn't include the 4 general categories that we went over, like the best new artist, album of the year, song of the year, record of the year. It doesn't include those 4. So
it's really 19.
Other one. Yeah. So basically, it's up to 19.
You're being an expert at 1 is hard, and it's even being and it's even harder to be expert at 2, but 19 now, 19,
Right.
rigged.
But like, what?
You don't think the Grammys is rigged?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to figure out how you can be an expert at 15 when rap only has like 4 categories.
Exactly.
Like,
So I guess if you think of it, like you could be like someone who writes for a rapper, like an R&B artist, and pop. So maybe like the 3 or 4 categories are in each of those genres. Maybe that's what they're saying. Like you could be an expert and therefore a voter, as long as you're in good due standing.
But 15 categories. So that means the person who is out here grading the scores, like from movies, is out here picking out Say So for best pop song.
If they're an expert in pop.
How are you a pop in movie scores? Meaning the 40 to 2 hour long minute pieces that you have throughout a movie, like Hamilton, and you're gonna talk about pop. That doesn't make sense. Those don't align. Maybe hip hop and R&B and rap and R&B, all those align because those are like they're not similar. They're similar genres, but that doesn't make sense. How do you have 15 expertise?
I don't know, honestly. But like after they finish with voting in up to 15 different categories, then they move on to the next step, which is the special nominating committee. So they like bring a group of like different committees within the genres, and they like nominate a bunch of songs. What else does it say? Yeah, so everything's determined by, they call it the National Nomination Review Committee. And so those are any members, like any of the voting members who are in like good due standing, who get to make these nominations. And then it moves on to the last, like the final voting period, which is like basically the same thing as the first voting period, the nominating period, which they, you vote, and it's the members who are in good due standing, they get to vote first. And then, what does it say? Yeah, so you just, everyone, it's like the same thing. They like vote again after they nominate. They do the final voting and decide like, okay, who are we actually going to nominate? And then they like give the results out.
So, Kayla, overall, what you just said, it just sounds like a bunch of nonsense. Just a bunch of like elitists, like Illuminati. I got it.
Honestly, yeah.
The Grammys is the Illuminati.
What?
The Grammys is the Illuminati. I'm telling you.
I mean, it could be.
The Grammys is the Illuminati.
The Grammy is just a clan. The Grammys is a clan of people that think they're better than everybody else.
I mean, if you have to pay your dues, like what are your dues? If you're in good due standing, you have to pay all this money in this elite club so you can vote on who you think had the best music of the year. Nah, I don't think that's not fair. Especially if we can see like here's this whole process, and then you see who's been nominated for various genres, and you're like, bro, it totally makes sense. This is rigged, and it's elitist.
Yeah, I really like Beyonce. I like Beyonce, but she shouldn't have both of those. Black Parade shouldn't be on best song or best record.
Yeah.
Personally, I think to decide it, they should do like a different one for each category. Like you try out for the rap, you have to freestyle for 30 seconds. You got to freestyle for a minute, or you can have like a rap battle. See who is lyrically sound and knows what they talk about. Yeah,
because Lil Keed wouldn't make it. Lil Keed would not make it. You see, Lil Keed wouldn't make that. He would not make it.
Insert the clip of the X itself for freestyle in that.
Wait, you forget about the pelvic thrust.
Who got six in the jean, got straps on the shoes. Ooh, get wavy. Ooh, for Scotty Blunt. Ooh, I face it. I'm coming with cadence. Yeah.
I don't know what they was doing. Lil Key got something wrong going on. I don't know what he got going on in his head. I understand some.
We gotta insert that in the. We gotta insert that in the video.
So I think. Oh, Rico, look up. All right. Brings episode to an end. I think this was a great episode. Thank you to our guest Kayla.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you to my.
Ew, that sounded so bad. Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you to my main man, Rico.
I do have something to say. Tune in. It'll be Wednesday. Tune in Wednesday, and we will be going over the Mike Tyson fight. We will be going over the latest college football, basketball, and any NFL news that happens.
My new
Toledo.
team. New team, guys.
Let's go. All right.
Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday. Fly Eagles fly. Lakers 18th championship, and the Grammys is the Illuminati.
Cut.
Peace.
Peace.